Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Trey, Shop by Productions, and welcome back to another creative conversation. Today I have Ariana from ATunezVisions. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, How about yourself?
I'm doing good, I'm doing great. Well, first of all, y'all, I just want to thank you for taking the time to come out here and chat with me a little bit about, you know, being in the creative space and stuff like that. I want to really provide a platform for, you know, other creators like myself to let their voice be heard and just, you know, expose them to an audience so they can, you know who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? It's not just me out here.
Thank you for, you know, setting it up and doing the thing.
Nah, for real. I was literally, I need my smoothie king, not my smoothie king, I don't care. Look, Tropical, if y'all want to pay me for advertising, please do. Hallelujah. Anyway, tell me a little bit about your background and how you got started in videography and stuff like that.
It goes back to freshman year of college.
Wow, for real?
Yeah.
Solid.
Came in, I was like, oh, I'm about to major in criminology. Like, I want to go in that path, right? So, you know, we needed some electives. And I was like, all right, let me take this digital photography class. And it was like one of those classes where it was like once a week, but it was like long as fuck, like one day. It was one of them like long PM classes, but I had it like once a week. So like I started taking it and like, I actually never went to class, but I actually liked the assignments that she gave us. And my professor, she put me to the side. She was like, you have like a really good eye for this, but like just come to class, bro. Like that's all you had to do. So I was like, kept bullshitting or whatever. But I realized like after that class, I was like, wow, like I think I need to be more on the creative side. And I was like, I don't think criminology is for me. Not saying that like I couldn't do it, but like I was like, I need to change my direction.
Facts.
So that's how I started, and I started off with my iPhone, believe it or not. So
you wanna know something crazy? I feel like you and me had the same story. We were both in college. I first signed up to be in computer science. I switched my major, and I realized I needed practicum hours. I switched my major to multimedia technology, which is, you know, broadcast journalism, communications, cameras, all that good stuff, right? And I needed practicum hours. I needed about 90 practicum hours to be able to transfer to you know, full university. And I was like, yo, okay, cool, let's do it. So me and my boy Derek, we rented out 2 cameras from my school, and we shot our school's first basketball game. And I was like at the corner of the court, and I was just like, you ever see a movie where a player get locked in and you hear that sound effect, like, oh
yeah.
That's literally what happened to me as I was on the court. It's almost like I got hit with a Call of Duty, like, I don't know what that flashbang, that flashbang sound effect, like, boom, and I was just instantly like, holy crap. I love this. I want to feel this every day of my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like hearing that, I was like, yo, that's kind of similar to how I got into it. So after that, I said, man, let's get it. So I just kept going from there.
That's,
you know what I'm saying? That's what's up, yo. I know you mentioned that you started shooting on an iPhone.
Yes.
Right? So funny story, I did the same thing. I was at Six Flags taking pictures at a park and all that. From that iPhone though, like, what was your first camera?
It was a Canon T7 Rebel. That was the first purchase I made. I was like, okay. And it was funny because it was like right before like the pandemic. So I'm like, you know what, I'm about to just buy it and just do it. And I did like all my research, and I was looking like, what's a good beginner camera? And like I did want to dabble in video, but like I mainly do photography, but the camera, it taught me a lot on both ends.
Right.
So yeah, that was like my first camera.
Okay. So I know, like, for myself, I had like a T5, Canon T5.
So still in the same family?
Yeah, Rebel T5. I was like, at first I didn't really mess with it, because I'm like, man, it's not really an expensive camera or whatever, but I'm like, hold up. You can create a masterpieces with this one camera body. It's all about your lighting, positioning of the shot and stuff like that, and just maximizing all the resources you have around you. So, like, by me having that camera for a while, I decided to hold off on upgrading until I really learned it. I became one with it, and then I upgraded to a newer one. And then I eventually sold that camera, you know, because I got a new one. I don't need it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So from that T7, now, like, let me ask you this. What did the T7 teach you?
Kind of like what you said, like, you don't need an expensive camera to create the vision that you want. Like, it showed me a lot to do with composition, like how elements you want to put in your picture, how you want to get creative with things, showing how the ISO, the aperture, and shutter speed all go hand to hand, stuff like that. And it's like you said, like it be the lighting and how you place things to make the vision that you want to create.
Right. What was the first project you ever shot off that camera?
I did like a music video for somebody.
Wow. That was the first project?
Yeah.
That was mine too. What a coincidence. I'm not capping when I say this. I'm dead at. That was my first ever project, a music video. Yes.
That's crazy.
OC.
I wasn't too happy about how it came out, but like it wasn't a bad music video. Don't get me wrong. But it just felt like amateur to me, and like.
What was the language of it? It was like a trap video?
And I think it was like the song, the music.
Trap video?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
mine too. I was in college, man. I was trying to make a couple dollars for real and get my name out there, but it's like, yeah, like, I mean, it's okay though. Listen, your first project is not gonna be your best project. It's going to suck, okay? Let's be honest here, because you get to where we are now, 4 to 5 years later, you're gonna be like, dang, this is what I did?
Yeah.
I thought this was amazing at one point. I'm like, nope. This ain't it.
Nope. But then it just comes with it, because then it shows us like,
yep,
you're gonna keep on doing it and keep getting better and better.
Yep. Absolutely, absolutely. So let me ask you this next question right here. What was one of the challenges that you had to overcome as a creative / entrepreneur now that you are?
I would say like that feeling at first is like, I can't do it, or like,
yep.
I'm not good enough, like trying to compare to yourself, but like you really
that's a trap right there.
Yeah, and it will put you down the hole, like damn. But once you realize that you can do it and that everybody has their own creativity, you got your own touch to things, just keep going and keep doing it. Absolutely.
Like I used to, you know, like I have like a group. I have a group of YouTubers that I watch periodically, quite constantly now. Like YC Imaging, 2023 Vision, and a few others. It was this director's name is Valley Visions, and I always used to watch how his music videos came out. And I'm like, man, if I can get my videos to look like that, I'd be solid. How is it shot so crispy? So I'm like, he has something what I now know is a gimbal. So what gimbals do, they act like humans. They keep stuff stabilized. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, all right, well, I guess I got to save the money to get one. Until then, I got to go on Amazon and get me a little $30 metal plastic Jones and put some weights on it just to make it happen. But it was all good. It was part of the process. And when we see people where we want to be, it inspires us to work harder. And speaking of working harder, like where we are now, well, imagine if we dial back to where we were 4 to 5 years ago when we first started, how much further we can even get. Because like, it's like, damn, we were working twice as hard then, but have we slowed down now? I check myself on that every day. Have I slowed down now? Because now I'm at a point where it's like, cool, I'm full time, I got some success behind me, but that don't stop here. So I have to continuously tell myself like, hey, the road doesn't end here. I gotta keep learning, I gotta keep growing, I gotta keep progressing, I gotta keep studying. Because there's cats out there that's way better than me. And I can honestly admit that. And on levels where I wanna be at. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna get there, amen to that.
For sure, you as well. Like creating content and stuff. How do you come up with your ideas and stay inspired?
I use a lot of like Pinterest to like spark my creativity as well. So like,
hey, say that one more time. I don't think they heard you.
Pinterest, y'all. If you having a creative block and you just wanna figure out some ideas, go make a mood board on Pinterest. I'm telling you, you're gonna find something.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, like.
I'm glad you said that. Pinterest is a lifesaver for me to come up with concepts. Because it's somebody already done what you done, but you can tweak that idea. You know what I'm saying?
Put your own little twist.
A little sprinkle on that jump for real. Yeah, bro, I'm glad you said that, yo. People need to know that for real. I hope y'all caught it. But like from Pinterest, you take the idea.
Yeah, even like social media too, like seeing stuff and just sparking idea, being around other creative individuals. You know, 2 minds are better than one. Making collabs with people, because you might have an idea, but the other person be like, oh, then you put that together. And you be like, oh damn, I didn't think of that before. Imagine how much of a headache comes with this stuff. Like, we literally take someone's ideas, their image, and then bring it to life. Imagine just how much brain, you already know, like it takes a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of thought, creativity, ideas to put this stuff together. And I really feel like a lot of people may not realize that. Like if you come to us for a video, or somebody come to you for a video, whatever, like, yeah, I want this, woo, 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 let's make it happen.
Okay, cool. Here's what we're gonna need. This is gonna cost.
Yes.
So, and then some people may be like, damn, I didn't realize it cost this much. Yeah, it comes with a lot. Do you feel like being creative and stuff, do you ever feel pressure at times?
Absolutely.
Okay, talk to me about how.
I think pressure too is like, oh, I gotta make this content on this certain time frame. Being consistent, like it's a whole bunch of factors. Having financial losses because you're stepping out, you're investing in yourself, you're an entrepreneur. So it is a lot of pressure. And then you might have other outside outcomes too, like damn, like how can I get all this? But sometimes, like you said earlier, it's not on a camera, but like you can't do everything yourself. Nope. You need a team.
Yep. I'm glad you said that. Yeah. Talk to me, Doc. Yeah, I heard that, right? You need a team. You need a team. Especially as you grow and you elevate. Yeah, you can't do everything by yourself. You can't. You might have started out doing everything by yourself, but if you wanted to, grow, you're going to need a team. There's editing, there's buying props, there's setting up, there's BTS, even getting costumes and stuff if you're like doing a photo shoot or things like that. Like there's so many factors. It's a lot of factors. It's a lot of factors. And to answer my own question, it's a lot of pressure that comes with this, even on my shoulders. Yeah. Not even from the, needing a team aspect, but it's just like the accountability. You know what I'm saying? Especially if like me right now, I have multiple clients that I service every month. Yeah. I have to make sure that content is ready and prepared every single week. Imagine 4 to 5 people every single week at a certain time. And that definitely is a lot of accountability and a lot of pressure right there, and especially with them being like, say most of them in one space, in one place. You walk in and you like, yo, bro, what's up with the, content? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna expect those questions, but it's up to me to make sure that I had that stuff ready for them. I have things in place that trust in me, they're investing in me to take care of that. You're pretty much taking a load off of their hands. That's what they pay us for. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely, that pressure though, that accountability, that pressure, it's like, it's a good thing though, because it's gonna push performance. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it just shows like, are you really trying to work for this or not? Exactly, because everything you want is gonna require work. You want to keep that client, of course. You want to make sure you put the work in for them too. What's your editing process like? So, for taking pictures, what I usually do is I look through all the pictures I took of that day, and I go through which ones came out good and which ones is a dub. So after I figure that, bring it to a minimum, now I start to play with the edits. Like, it depends on the shoot. Like if it's like more of a creative shoot, it's going to be a little bit more creativity within it. If it's just more of like a standard clean cut shoot, all you gotta do is a little bit touch ups on the face. For sure. If you want to bring, the brightness, contrast, saturation, things like that. But like for more of the creativity process, I go through like so many edits just to figure out the one that fits that particular vision. Absolutely. So once I do that, I put everything onto a hard drive and I upload it and send it to my client. Do you have like a minimum that you like give them, or you like this? Honestly, no, I don't. I don't. Do you feel like if you did, it could save you a lot of time? Absolutely. I would consider. I think so. Because like, I know for me, like when I do like photo shoots and stuff, I have like different packages. So it's like they want more, they'll pay for more, but they get a reasonable amount of pictures for each package or whatever, right? So you're not like killing yourself trying to get all of them joints edited. You might have 1,000 pictures, but out of that 1,000, they probably only gonna post maybe 5 or 10 of them, or use them at most. That's so true. You can cut down those 1,000 edits to maybe 10. You can still give them the raws, but they only get XYZ amount of edits. You know what I'm saying? It's a little jump right there. I thought about that too, but it's like, I also like when I send pictures, they all need to be how I want them to be. 100%. That makes sense. I got you. That definitely, because time is definitely a huge factor. So. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Hey, running through the park, skipping through the concrete. Hey, running through the park, skipping through the concrete. Hey, running through the park. Hey, skipping through the concrete. I had to let him get it alone before we could tell you. Hey, pick them feet up, brother. Pick them feet up. Hey, brother, pick them feet up, brother. Pick them feet up. Hey, we just made a whole song, bro. We some had asses for this. It's a raw moment right here, yo. ain't gonna lie. I can use that in a beat. Ain't gonna lie.
I wish we had it on camera though.
Oh, fat.
You look, he cutting it up too.
That's got the raw audio. That's gonna be perfect. We're gonna be like,
hey, yo.
That's probably gonna be the promo clip right there. How do you engage with your clients to bring value to them?
That's a great question. I would definitely say like during a photo shoot, making them feel important, you know what I'm saying? Making them feel comfortable.
Yes, yes.
Because that's what creates the vibe of it, you know what I'm saying? If you're tense and a little shy, it's gonna show in the pictures.
Yeah, you can be.
Yeah, so definitely making them feel engaged with that, showing them even the process, like, oh, look at this shot, like, you know, kind of showing them a little bit on my side of what I do as well.
For sure.
And I guess like the value is just like the content that I do provide and like connections, like,
for sure,
you know, meeting people, like it's about who you know.
Exactly.
So I might know you and I might put you on with this person. Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
this is why we're here.
Yeah.
I might need you. I might need to outsource you to a shoot. You might need to outsource me. So it's building that community of people that we can trust. You know what I'm saying? And it's just literally that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, making them feel comfortable. I literally had one of my clients from Chicago, Robert Marshall, came down here a couple weeks ago, and we was in my car riding through the city. He said, "You know what, bro? I feel like I could be myself around you." I said, "Bro, that's exactly what I love to hear. I don't want nobody to feel like they gotta be so collared up in business. Like, yeah, we doing business, but we should be able to do business and transparency and be us. We shouldn't have to be on, yeah, you know." Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yes, this is the price, sir, and here's your video. Bro, listen up. Yeah. Be yourselves at all costs. People, you will get paid more if you be yourself. I seen this since lady said on Eric Thomas' podcast. Now, I'm not saying I made millions of dollars off this, but look, it shows people will pay you to be you. Just be yourself. They're paying for you for a reason. Say that again. People will pay you to be yourself. They're paying for you. No one else. They're not paying for a carbon copy. They're not paying for a fraud. They want you. What has been your biggest challenge that you had to overcome as a creative, and how did you overcome it? I don't think I have mastered it, but like time management. Bruh, stop right there. I just did a reel on that. For real? Yes. Time management. Okay, what about time management? You have to use your time wisely. You only have 24 hours in a day. So you also want to make sure you're not burning out yourself. You're not taking all this and making sure you're providing the content on a timely manner. Yep. You're not putting so much pressure on yourself. Exactly. Creating that balance. Exactly. If I can give you a piece of advice to help you with that, would you implement it? Yeah. Have you ever thought about outsourcing edits? Never crossed your mind? All right, cool. That's one thing I would probably put in my notes or something. Outsource your edits. There are platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, or maybe even other photographers in your network. See how much they would charge to edit pictures. For me, I would go through Fiverr because they actually have some decent pricing on there, and they provide some great quality work considering what they're charging. You know what I'm saying? I paid like one guy like $10 to edit like 20, 30 pictures or whatever, and he did an amazing job, did exactly what I asked him to do. And he's in a whole nother country, which of course their currency will be worth way more money. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's a way that you can be able to get your time back. So if you do the shoot, you can outsource the editing, and bet you have enough energy to get other things done that you have to do in your schedule. Now I get it. If it's like, say if it's a particular client or whatever, and they need that ATunes look, you gonna have to do it. You know, it's plenty of situations I'm in right now with that. Like, but for the edits that need to be done consistently, and it's like reels with caption and a little bit of B-roll, I can trust the editor to do that for me. I just gotta annotate the clips and stuff like that. Gotcha. So I would definitely consider outsourcing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just show them the editing style that you want, and just, you know, coach them to how you want it done. That's a gem right there. Before we wrap up, right? What are some tips that you would want to share with other aspiring content creators such as videographers and photographers looking to start their own film production company or launch their own platform? I would really say just do it, bro. Bump all that outside noise. Like, if you want to do it, get up today and just do something.
take a picture of a leaf or video, cinematic shots. Like
Exactly.
that's all it takes is just by you doing and putting your action to it, and everything else will fall into place. And just consistently practice and keep doing it.
I can't stress that enough. Practice.
Yeah.
You need to practice, because that's going to affect your eyes. It's going to make your eye sharp. That's going to put you in tune with your production. You see how I just did that? Hey, that's a bar.
Run it back.
I said the more you practice, it's going to make your eye sharp, and it's going to put you in tune with your production. I had a great time having this conversation with you today.
Same
Where can the people follow you?
So y'all can follow me on ATunez, ATUNEZ __ on TikTok and on Instagram. I am on LinkedIn, Ariana Stewart. And yeah, y'all know the vibe.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Share this with somebody. And I see y'all on the next video. Peace.
Sir.